Welcome to another cast. I'm Revolt. I'm joined today by a different Terran in Ris3n. It's
Me, Coda.
it's him, Coda. Thank you everybody for checking this out with us. As I said, this is going to be a VTL Pro match between Ris3n and Cryptc. So let's get right on into it. Spawning in the top left-hand corner here on Death Aura, the green Zerg player representing Cryptc. It is Yue. Yue? Yue. Yue.
We're going with UA.
UA. I like it.
Have to. Spawning in the bottom right corner, it is the teal Terran representing Ris3n. It is our boy, Savior.
Hell yeah. Starting it out with TVZ. That's a good way to start things out, eh?
That's the best way to start this out. That's just one of the best matchups. Um, I do like the name UA. I almost think of Avatar: The Last Airbender whenever I think of that.
Is that like a character from that or something?
Did you not watch Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Nope.
Chat, tear him up. Tear him up.
Nah. Don't do that. I haven't seen like
It's a good
anything.
series. You should watch it.
Yeah.
It's a short series. It's 3 seasons long. It's definitely worth a watch.
Okay.
Anyways, the game, pretty standard from both players right
So
now.
when in this
Has
game do
gas
you think the
pool.
Fire Nation will attack? That's like the only thing I know. Cause that is like, and then the Fire Nation attack. That's my knowledge of that. Is that meme?
So the Fire Nation's not actually in this game.
Oh, okay. Well then things should be okay then.
Yeah. UA's from the Water Kingdom, and we're gonna Savior is clearly not a Fire Nation person, so we're good.
Everything's
We're
gonna
safe.
be
They
all
haven't
right.
attacked us yet.
So TVZ,
At
Death
least you
Aura.
understood that reference.
Yeah, I did. TVZ on Death Aura though, Coda. Talk to me a little bit. How do you feel about this map? Obviously, I think the standout feature here is the triple acceleration zones, and then those block off, or those rocks that block off the kind of quick access across the map. So talk me through it here. What do you think about in a TVZ on this map?
I think it's balanced for both parties. I think it's good for Zerg, good for Terran. There's a lot of things you can do and abuse from both sides, but nothing is like really OP. Again, I've said it before. If you're looking at the top right side of the map, this high ground gas, if Zerg takes that third base, that's somewhere you need a charge from, and you can split your opponent up pretty well. But also, it's a big map, and the Zerg can, take bases and spread creep, and there's a lot for Terran to have to push through if they really want to get over there sometimes. So it just comes down to how well they play.
Yeah, I think that's been my experience as well. Not only from playing, but also like setting lineups for people where I'm actively asking my players like, oh, what maps do you like? What maps do you don't like? I don't think I've ever heard anybody be like, oh, not Death Aura for me. And I've heard people a lot of the times request it. I know for me, I'm like, oh, I like it. It seems to me as one of those like vanilla safe maps that like you don't really see people having a big problem with.
Yeah, no, it's definitely probably one of the best maps in the pool right now. It's been here for a little bit as well, actually.
Is this its second season?
It's just good. I think it's his third season.
Is it really? Oh man, that means
so.
it's about to be. Wow, really? I'm not on top of that at all. Ooh, Hellbat Marauder
I think.
gonna be coming up for Savior here, by the way. While we talk about maps.
Oh, definitely. I don't see the armory yet though. He should be starting that soon after the medevac.
Yeah.
Medevac start.
Start yourself, medevac.
Okay. Nope, definitely different. He made a
Oh,
Viking.
he's getting a Viking. Okay.
I'm really confused.
Ooh, don't want to lose that Hellion though. Need to be very careful there. Obviously, that is very important for later on. Still no armory, like you said, but I mean, banking up Marauders like this, it well, it isn't gonna be for the late game, right? Obviously, there's a timing that's gonna be in here. Spire coming down.
It's not. And UA's one. Yep. Spire from the Zerg. So Saber needs to hit his timing and then respond accordingly whenever he sees the Spire.
Yeah.
Right now, I think he's operating with what? No info. He doesn't even see. Has no idea of the gas count. So.
Yeah, and I feel like
this
could be a little bit of a weird scenario here. Now, good news for him, he sees the Overseer come in, and that's like a little bit of a scouting by getting scouted to some extent, because they're like, oh, okay, cool, the layer is done. And if the layer's done this early, that does give you a little bit of information here, because that's a fast layer. The question is he going to be able to hit this timing before the mute account gets established? Because if he doesn't, the mutas are just going to shoo this away relatively easily. And then B, can he batten down the hatches behind this?
Depends on all on his follow-up. Does he drop another command center? Does he drop additional barracks? If he drops additional barracks, I think he's safe. He is going to have E-base for turrets, but if he goes 3 CC out of this with this a little bit later push, I think he could be in trouble. But Zerg doesn't see that this is coming. Zerg has no vision right here, so.
And it's
And
only
Zerg didn't scout it
five. It's
either
only
with the.
5 mutas coming out too. So like, this isn't going to be instantly cleaned up by any stretch of the imagination. Here comes the Hellbat Morph. There's 10 Zerglings on the map here. These mutas are on the way, but they're not here now, and this could spell disaster here. Right now, Yui just needs to buy himself time because he is in a whole load of trouble until these mutas come out.
Yeah, but this third base is still going to fall even with these mutas.
Yeah.
But this will get. I mean, this is all for loss over here on the other side of the map, but how much damage can it get done before it's over? Zerg reacted by building a lot of Banelings, which is not mutas.
The Marauders.
So.
Yeah, the Marauders are actually did a decent job at soaking up some of those hits. Again, it looks like this push has run out of steam. Savior's going for this last queen. I think that's going to be the last thing he's going to get here. It goes down. And in the meantime, he needs to go back home, get his turrets up, and prepare for the next stage of this game. It actually looks like he's got turrets up already. So,
yep, he does.
He's even getting more drones here. There's still 2 Marauders. There's still Marauders here. Oh, I mean, they're going to get cleaned up. Yeah.
Oh, there's more Marauders too.
Yeah.
Okay. That
all
pulled
in
back
all,
the mutas though, briefly.
All in all, I think that's good for Savior. I mean, got the third. They're on equal worker counts. At this point, I think he can transition into the latter stages of this game in a not half bad position. Again, he's going to have a significant upgrade advantage. A muta commitment early really kind of stifles how quickly you get those double upgrades going. And I don't know, Coda. Whenever I see that upgrade lead really start to tilt hard one way early on, it really gets me worried in TVZ because, upgrades always kind of make the game, but no more so than in, like, Lings versus Marines,
Oh, yeah, definitely. Terran, one of your key timings that you really want to hit your 2-2 timing.
Yeah.
With your push out, and if your Zerg opponent's already behind going into that, then you're just in a really good spot. And these mutas aren't really going to get that much done. Stim should finish. He is still making, or he's made a few more mutas over here, so he wants to get some damage done. Might get this tank.
Ooh, that would be a nice pick off there for him. Is going to get the tank. Don't think he even lost a muta there either, so that's very nice. He's still sharking around with a lot of units.
I don't think he lost him.
The thing is, though, is he going for a bust here? I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, he did just get the tank, so he can bust through this, actually. The Marines are split. So this could be a lot of Lings and mutas in one spot. And that DPS should out DPS what's in the natural whenever that wall goes down.
Yeah, this second turret with this bust is actually going to be very valuable here for him.
Actually, he's going to clear out the
depots. That's very smart. And if he actually baits him out here, this could be really bad for Savior. Needs to be careful. Okay, here he goes. There's the stim. Okay, he reacts in time. Gets one of the depots raised. Gets the other one raised up. That is going to buy him a minute to let the tank get a few shots off. But here we go. The Banelings with speed are moving in. Crashing into almost all the Marines. But that's where this tank... Oh! +1 attack denied. +2 armor, or +1 armor will finish. But still not entirely worth it there. Bleeds out a few Marines, or sorry, a few Mutalisks there, though, does Yui. And that was a kind of a weird trade, getting +1 attack there, obviously, especially right at the buzzer. Super valuable, and one of the things I really liked about this attack here from Yui is that behind this, he has macroed up. Look at that worker count. He's up at a much healthier count of approaching 70 workers, which is a lot better, especially after he got a little bit economically hampered early by that attack.
Definitely true, but he's, he's in a pretty good spot. I'd say that trade went better for him than it did for Savior. He did get a lot of Marines outside without combat shield, quick and easy. Got a tank and got the upgrades. So Savior now delayed on taking his third base just because how can you take it when you just lost a lot of Marines?
Looks like he's going to go in.
Micro.
Yeah, he trades a Muta for a turret. Not a great trade. Now he's going to get to work on the reactors. That's a nice pick there. Looks like Savior's going to try and drop on this. That is a ballsy move. Will it pay off? Let's see. I think that was better for the Zerg. He lost a Muta.
Better for the Zerg. But if he didn't do that, he was probably going to lose all of his add-ons right there because his units weren't even moving in position. So
yeah, that's true.
Appropriate call. Scary, but fine call. Infestation pit on the way for the Zerg.
Fast hive, man. Going for that hive tech. You love to see it. especially with how he's committing to these Mutalisks. I feel like there's always been two ways to play this Muta style. There's the version where you go a little bit lighter on the Mutas and you get those big round armies, and then there's the I'm committing heavy to Mutas. Obviously, that's going to really hamper how strong your army is on the field, but the mitigation point there is that if the Muta count is high enough where they can just start saying screw you to turrets, you really have a hard time feeling safe about pushing out because at any point you could get daggered, and turrets by themselves are just not going to be enough. Savior
Yeah,
needs to
it's
drop some mules here, by the way, too. Oh my gosh, look at his orbitals.
yes, he does, but he also has a lot of creep he needs to clear out in order to even get to his opponent's base. Savior pushing on the right, Mutas are coming down on the left. No one has any idea that either is in these different positions. There is potential maybe this Muta army could. Nope.
Yeah,
Savior's
right
moving on to
now,
creep
I
now.
was going to say, right now there's no banelings. 15 getting morphed in now, but they're not here just yet. Yui, once again, is in this position where he needs to buy himself some time, presumably using these Mutalisks. But once these banelings finish, if Savior is still just kind of hanging out on creep, I think he's going to find life very difficult for him. Nice pick, gets 2 Mutas for himself there before the engagement begins, but we see Yui here setting up for a big surround. And
Yes, we
I
do.
don't
It's all going
know.
to come down to the focus fire from the tanks. If they focus fire well on Banes and Marines live, I think that Savior's in an okay position.
Yeah, this
Just going to come down
Terran
to that
army
though.
just looks so trapped right now, though, Coda. We see on all
It is
sides.
trapped.
Yeah, on all sides he's setting up here to collapse. Oh, and he's unsieging. Oh, he needs to get resieged right now, or
Oh no.
Yui's going to collapse. There's the collapse coming in from every single angle. There's a good pre-split on the Marines to start it out, but the bangs get picked off. Everything gets shredded. That's absolutely disastrous here for our Terran player.
Yeah, yes, that is not what he wanted to see happen at all. Now Savior's in a position where he just needs to stay on 3 base, macro up until he can hit a 2-2 timing, and then push out and hope for the best. Because
Yeah.
that didn't go his way. He's already severely behind. Oh, these
Ooh,
Mutas
that's
are going to
good.
fight
That's
against the
good.
Marines.
That's a good start to a comeback right there. Picks off, I think, 6 or 7 Mutalisks there, cutting
Yeah,
into that count significantly. Still,
yes, he did.
though,
But
I
now there's
mean,
nothing in the main. Zerg did have an opportunity.
yeah, and hive tech things are starting to come into play. We see a lurker den on the way. We see adrenal glands coming in, and that upgrade lead that he might have had is not there anymore. It's starting to get really cut away at. And this is so brutal. He's going to dive into the main, kill the turret. Savior has to send units back home or back into the main, but if he does, this ground army is just going to ransack his third base.
Yep, and that's exactly what the Zerg wanted to have happen. Savior felt the pressure, thought he needed to do something to get on the map with units, and, well, bad timing.
Yeah, that third base gets blown up. The fourth that was under construction dies as well. And our Terran player is really up against the ropes at this point here. His economy is destroyed. This double drop is going to go kill the fifth, but, I mean, that's just not super consequential at this point in the game.
Zerg gonna snipe one meta back now and roll back into the main and start harassing the production. Zerg's in a very commanding position, but these Lings should get cleaned up though with the drop.
Oh, but here come the Banelings. Boom, boom. Ooh, nice hot pickup there from Savior. But again, you know, he's making good plays, but the question is what can follow up behind this? He's on 24 workers. His third base is gone. I mean, he's making the most that he can with the tools that he has, but, I mean, with 8 lurkers and seismic... Is that the upgrade, seismic spines? I think it is. On
I
the
don't know.
way. I mean, this is just going to be a mountain that I do not believe is climbable in this specific scenario.
It's definitely not a good position. Savior's not in a great spot at all. But let's do note the fact the army supplies are similar and Zerg isn't injecting, right? Like it's not happening. I'm not seeing it. It's like very infrequent. Um, I mean, there is potential that maybe something could happen and Zerg doesn't have Larva to do anything, but that window's closing really quickly. That would be like
Yeah.
your lurkers are on the bottom side of the map and I wipe out
I
your
mean, but
third
that's
base.
the thing. Like, I mean, I hate to be like the pessimist, the game is over Johnny, but like, what kills these lurkers that he has / can make?
The only thing that would win Savior the game right now, I think, is again a big drop top right. You can't see my pings where
Yeah.
he kills top base and lurker den or Hydra. I'm sorry, I can't talk.
Ultralisk
Ultra
Cavern?
cavern, and then
Hydra
pushes
Muta
through everything.
Lurker
Yeah, that thing.
Cavern one that builds units?
The one that we all
Oh.
are afraid of because it makes things.
Oh, get some Marines picked off there a little prematurely as well.
Oh,
That's the
all
end
the
of the
mutas roll into
Mutalisks.
the Marines though.
But here we go. He's
But
just going to dive on this and burrow those lurkers. And the tide of spines, banes, and lings, I do not think will be stopped here. Once again, the lurker's going to burrow up, and there's just not enough bio here to get this around. That's going to be GG, as Cryptc's Yui is going to take game number 1 of this best of 5 on Submarine. Spawning up in the top left-hand corner. Took the first match, seeing if he can make it double. It's the green Zerg player representing Cryptc. It is Yui.
and spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, it is the blue Zerg representing Ris3n Competitive. It's our boy Renegade.
Woo! And
ZVZ!
yeah, I mean, I think it's been a minute here for Ren. I might be wrong here, so don't hold this as gospel here. But I think it's been a minute for him since he's played in a clan war. So it's really cool and
Has it?
exciting. Yeah, I think I'm trying to think because he played for us a ton in VTL, the VTL regular, but then he ranked out of that. So oh wait, actually never mind. This is a 13-12 here. It looks like from
Yep.
Yui. So
13-12 against 16 hatch. So we'll see what happens.
Oof.
Yep. Rip. This is the map for it though. I mean, if you're playing on
Yeah.
Submarine, right? Like,
It really
I mean,
is.
this was Renegade's map choice. So if I was UA, I would do exactly what he just did. Except
Although I will say,
really
I think I quoted Ren, talking about how he was saying like it's actually like if you're not doing anything aggressive at all on Submarine, like you're kind of doing it wrong just because of that map. So I mean it's ZVZ. Like I think he is keenly aware of the risk here. So like yes, this is a dangerous attack that could be coming here from Yui, but I doubt Renegade is like, oh, why wouldn't get 12 pulled? Like he knows ZVZ and he knows Submarine, so he's gonna probably be keeping an eye out here for any aggression.
So he dropped a hatchery. He made a queen. Got speed. Overlord pull up gas. They made a drone.
So I
He
think
hasn't made any Zerglings yet.
the move here is that it's like a feint. In terms of you're not getting those fast 6 lings out to get that initial damage done. You're kind of banking them up, trying to make your build look a little bit more normal, right? Because if he goes out and he sees the creep here, he is going to be a little bit less worried than he might have been. And the real danger of this attack comes with how quickly the speed is out. And it's just going to be a ling flood, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, well, there's no gas for bans. It's just going to be a ling flood to try and murder him with lings.
This is like a really interesting version of that build that everyone was doing, where they go like 14 hatch, 13 gas, 12 pool, or something like that.
The ZVZ looks like hell, man.
The tell on that build, of course, was with your first Overlord. You'd see the creep spread on the natural and be like, that is a lot. It shouldn't be that. But this is so similar to what Renegade has. I don't think he even knows. Now he's still making drones. This is not
Yeah,
PG.
he's gonna go into the natural here and see that there's no drones here, and that should trigger some warnings here. It looks like he's gonna try and get a wall up, but it's not gonna be in time. Here comes the ling flood. Oh no, the lings are gonna get in here, and bear in mind there are no banelings on the field here. This is disastrous here for Renegade. Oh my goodness, so many Zerglings. What a brutal build here.
Very brutal. Did not that. I mean, it looked weird to me at first, but I see the theory behind it. It's really good.
Yeah, I mean, that is brutality here. 16 drones have gone down, and the lings are still on the way, and they're still in the main getting damage done, as I think this is just going to be a little bit too much here for Renegade. So the Zerglings are going to clear everything out, I think. Well, yeah. Oh, you got all the workers.
I mean, even if they don't, there's only 2 workers.
Yeah. Definitely too much damage here, and I think Yui is just going to continue the ling flood. At this point, you can just outproduce your opponent. GG is called.
Yep, GG is called.
As Yui double. And we are back, everybody, on Lightshade this time, and it's going to be a PVZ. So we've gotten a TVZ, we've gotten a ZVZ. We're going to see if our Protoss player up in the top left-hand corner, Mog Skynet, can be the one that breaks... Whose, Coda?
And in the bottom right corner, who's tearing up Ris3n at the moment, can Mog take him down? It is the Green Zerg, UA. From the Water Tribe. Let's see what UA brings out. So we've seen a cheeky Mog. No natural expansion for you at your comfortable base. Pylon blocking. Good stuff. And he cancels it as soon as the drone goes away. I love it. And he goes hatch first after it too. Lovely. Or not hatch first, Nexus first. Excuse me. Can't talk. You still there, Revolt?
Yep, I'm just sitting
Enjoy.
here enjoying Mog's Nexus first cannon rush, okay?
Is he gonna? I
Oh
hope he
yeah.
does it.
Oh yeah. He's gonna do it.
Oh God, he is. This is like what I do against Zerg too. It's so lovely. Like here it is. Probe's going in position. This is the
Yep.
way to play PvZ, guys.
He has studied under the mighty Dragonite, probably. You know, such a
Okay.
Dragonite thing. You love to see it.
It's the best though. It really is. It's so stupid good. How many people when I do this sim on ladder tell me that like I'm the worst person in the world, and then they just quit.
Yeah, I mean, because he sees this, right? It's at the third. You're not gonna get drones over there in time.
No,
And
never.
you're not going to get Zerglings out in time to deal with this. The question is does he try and hold the hatch? I think that's a mistake. I think you
He's
cancel it.
canceling it.
Yeah, as bad as it feels to cancel, I think you have to.
Now Mox
Should cancel both of
really.
those cannons, I think. Nope, he's going to let one finish, I guess. Just have that base be locked down.
Yep.
And there's a
And now
Roach
Mog's
Warren
gonna on the
here from
back end
Yui,
prepare
yeah.
for. Yeah, so now Mog needs to, get his gases up, which he's doing right now, and start prepping with defense for cannons, of course, because there has to be something coming his way, which he's going to see with the
Oh,
probe. Good scout.
brilliant scout there, right? Because there's two ways that a Zerg can kind of get out of this, right? They can either go hyper greed, or they can try and kill you, right? And that follow-up probe scout, I think, is so intelligent to make sure you know which of those that it is, because obviously your reactions are drastically different. Um,
Definitely.
but now he knows. I mean, he sees the Roach Warren. This is still going to be a tricky
Um,
hold for him here, but he definitely
I
made
think
life
it's
a lot
really,
easier for him.
I think it's really greedy to not do a full wall right here. I think he should have full walled.
Yeah, well, the thing is that there's no
You can always kill
speedlings
your
here,
gateway
right? Like,
later.
there's no speedlings with this. So he's not really going to be running by here. So even if he picks off the Zealot, there's not really... Well, I mean, there's speed now, but that's pretty late.
All it does is buy you time, and all it costs you is a gateway later.
I would love to see a shield battery here
Especially
is what
whenever
I
you're
would like to
certain your
see.
opponent's on it. And some additional pylons, because these roaches are definitely going to turn Ravagers. And his goal is going to be bile as much down as he can, and then push through and kill his opponent.
Yeah, there's the
Or
Stargate
he
and the
might just
shield
decide to
battery
start
coming
droning,
down,
which he
though.
is.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's going to not overly commit to this, but in not overly committing to it, I don't think it should be able to get a lot done here. You know, the Stargate's on the way. That puts a clock on this. And with the shield battery and the two cannons, like, this is going to be tough to break. I mean, you can kind of shell it with biles for a while, but that's not really going to be quick progress, you know?
No, it's not. And now he's got a stalker out too, so actually, yeah. Very intelligent by the Zerg to just drone behind this.
Yeah, now that the Stargate's done, we're probably going to see a Void Ray. And again, like I said, that is the ultimate clock here on that.
Yeah. Mog is feeling a little bit of pressure though. He needs to do something about this because Cybernetic's course down to base health, no more shield.
Yeah, but he's got a 50 energy on the Nexus. If he needs to, he can overcharge the battery and just repair it. I can't imagine... It would be a big mistake for him to lose this Cyber. That's what I'd say. Especially now that the Void Ray is done. Needs to get into action. Wants to get kills on these Ravagers, right? He doesn't want to let them get away. And it actually looks like he's going to commit to try and get this Cyber. Not going to get it. Gets the Stalker, though. Okay.
No, they get a stalker.
But, I mean, it's Mug, so we're going to see this... Yeah, we're going to see this Void Ray style. And I will say, done a great job at droning up behind this as well. Already up at 40 drones. Yui sitting in a pretty good spot
but
here.
he's just on pace with the Protoss. I mean, he's got a third hatch, which is where you want to be, of course, in this matchup. But again, he's on this almost the same worker count as the Protoss, who now has Skytech already. So, a little concerning here. Let's see what kind of damage Mog can get done on the other side. He is dropping a lot of spores. And third Nexus now on the way for Mog. What do you think Mog does out of this?
Void Rays.
Void Rays for days, or do you think he throws down the Fleet Beacon? Like
Oh,
right
I
now?
mean, he's gonna probably get like 5 or 6 Void Rays and then go into Fleet Beacon, to be honest.
Picks off 2 Overlords and supply block UA.
Yeah, that's rough.
Oh,
Because that actually is a
well, I
big
think,
supply block. Oh, there's a Twilight. Okay, okay.
yeah, and there's a lot of gateways. It looks like we're not doing carriers this game. We're gonna
Not
follow it up with a
yet.
charge Void Ray all in, right?
Not yet.
That's a lot of gas from the Zerg. Okay, Spire, there it is. What do you think of the decision to go Spire against Sky Toss? Or at least a Void Ray opener, double Stargate?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I really don't think I love it. The thing is that like the Corruptors aren't great because you can't really get them out in a high enough count. The Mutas, if they can catch the Void Rays, are good, but like the problem is that at any point he can switch into Phoenixes, which kind of destroys your plans with the Mutas. So if he can get a pick on the
5 Void
Voids,
Rays
that's
now.
yeah. If he can get a pick, it's really good. But if he can't, I mean, he's going to be in a lot of trouble here. And these Mutas are going to be pretty disjointed here. One goes down right away. He's actually going for the... Oh, he needs to recall. Yeah, there's the recall.
Good
Ooh,
call.
leaves
He
one
does.
behind, though, unfortunately. And
Okay.
it will
He
die.
loses 2. He did get, what, 1 Muta, I think? He had killed all the queens, though. So, or I mean, all the creep queens, at least.
That he
But again, he
did.
still has 5 Void Rays at home. And he can defend against Mutas on top of Shield Battery Cannon. So I don't think these Mutas are going to do anything at all. And he's making Phoenix, so the Mutas, as you were saying, just aren't actually worth it. It's like a brief deterrent, like go back to your base, and then come back whenever you have Phoenix. But he's committing into plus attack, or +1 attack on air.
Huh. Yeah, that makes sense. DTs are going to... Oh, no. DTs should get cleaned up really easily here, right? There's
I mean,
spores.
they should because the spores.
But, I mean, they got a lot of...
I mean,
they got a lot of workers first.
Yeah, they killed 14 workers in the process. So I mean, it's cool. That does give the Zerg, of course, the knowledge that this is a Twilight follow-up, though.
Yeah, this is
So
crazy from
he
Mog. I
should
like
be
it,
expecting
but
a
it
lot
is
of
crazy.
ballots.
Yeah, the thing is that now there's
I
6
mean, it's
Phoenixes,
great.
though.
You hit him with voids.
This 4th, I think, is going to get shut down, but, I mean, if the Phoenixes can zone out the Mutas and eventually kill them, then, I mean, that's worth.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. Those voids can go out there with the Phoenix. And the space goes down, and nothing stops it.
Yeah, and Yui is really
Looks
struggling
like Zerg.
in the drone count right now.
Yes, he is. Looks like he's maybe going to try to rotate around, see if he can find an opening into the Protosses. Anything at this point. But I'll be honest, I don't think there's much of an opening that he can get or find. Phoenix are on the other side of the map now, though, hunting Overlords or Mutas. And they're going to find some, but Corruptors are also now out on the field, too.
Yeah, but it's like Phoenixes, which are good against Mutas, and Void Rays, which are good against Corruptors. I don't know.
It's going to come down to the
some
micro.
some of these Corruptors get sectioned off to start the fight. That's certainly not what he was looking for. And now, I mean, this air war, I don't think is one with proper targeting that Yui can win.
So that was good by UA. I mean, he forced Zerg or Mog to use his ability. He should have backed away though and stayed away from that until the ability was done. That's like your only chance against the Void Rays.
Oh, big Link
Attempt to
counterattack
get a
on the
run
other
die.
side. Oh, that's going to get locked down there by the cannons and the Adept, though.
Yep, and that they're not even attacking. They're just gonna run face first into an Adept forever.
That's a meat grinder if I've ever seen one. Oh, and now the mutas are getting found out. A lot of them getting
Yeah.
picked off, and
Meat grinder on both sides.
yeah.
And Mog still hasn't taken his third base or fourth base. He's gonna go ahead and drop it now, but he's gonna put the Zerg back down to 4 bases. Which I don't think he's aware of that though, and UA is focusing on Hydras now. I'm not really too sure. It's gonna be like a Hydra Muta Corruptor base on. But guess what? Corruptors don't shoot down at Zealots. All these Void Rays are alone though. There's a brief moment of, well, it's gone.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to get the Corruptors. That's nice, but he should lose all the mutas for that, yeah.
Yep, and he's lost 16 drones to the charge lots as well.
Yeah, there's just not a lot on the ground here. Yeah, that can deal with the charge lots, and behind this, Mog is getting a 4th up as well. Things are just going from bad to worse here for our Zerg player, who looks... Yeah, GG is called. Mog is going to take one back here for Ris3n. And really easy to work with here. I'm sorry to everybody for the whole rigmarole that this has been, but we're here now, and we know what's going on. This is a best of 1. The winner will not stay on. It is a Pro League style. Up in the top left-hand corner, the teal Zerg player representing Ris3n. It is Renegade.
Oh my god.
You jumped the gun. You jumped the gun really hard there. You jumped the gun really hard.
I did. I've like heard Renegade and then you said it, and I was like, wow, and already I'm derp. Spawning in the bottom right corner, it's the yellow Terran. Representing Cryptic, it is Crumb.
Do we get to see the lineup if it's Pro League? So nothing in the rules say that you do. So I think it's just that the loser... No, I think it's that the loser comes out and... That's the thing. It's weird, right? Because it's got the all-kill format of, like, loser still picks map.
Weird.
It's like the loser picks the map, but it's still Pro League. This format, it confuses me. Again, me and Crumb looked through the rules. Mm-hmm. I am greatly confused. I will be perfectly honest, but yeah. For now, I'm gonna focus more on the games. If anyone has more questions as to this later, I'll be in Discord. We can talk this out. So I would like, for now, if we could focus on just with chat, everybody. We're gonna focus on the games. I promise I will do my best to answer any questions, comments, or concerns after the series. But right now, that's a pool first here by Renegade.
It is a pool first by Renegade, and I'm seeing an interesting response by Crumb. He is blindly going into delaying expansion for a high ground bunker, and then he sends the SCB to the low ground to still expand. I don't have a comment.
This is odd.
This is actually really bad for Crumb because
that's a roach. But he's still got the SCV in the main.
He's delaying his.
That's good, right?
Yeah,
like
I mean, the SCV's in the main. This is bad for Crumb because like he's delaying his factory to get a bunker on the high ground, low ground his CC, and still try to push that out. You know, there's no factory. He needs a factory to hold this.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, right? Like
so late.
It does seem like a little bit of a disconnect here to get the bunker on the high ground, but the base on the low ground, you know, like what?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. He could have high grounded the CC. Like doing this is just now unnecessary for him and is causing him to lose time. And if these roaches get here before he can actually finish that CC, then he just loses the CC.
Yeah, he is going to shoo them off and get that SCV back onto the CC, which is nice, and I think he should be able to finish it here. Although speed is about to finish for these Zerglings, and that might cause some serious problems here. And actually, I take it back. If Ren goes with speed, he shouldn't be able to finish it.
It should still finish, but then the Terran should still lose the game because his bunker, which is supposed to, you know, keep his units alive against the roaches, are literally the wall. It's just going to get biled down with one of the depots, and then there's nothing to keep your Marines alive, and your tech lab's not even done yet.
Yeah, he is going to pick a few Zerglings here. That's a decent enough start for him here. As he's going to start chipping away at this CC, I can't imagine that that's going to be too impactful here. So he's probably just going to lift it as soon as the orbital finishes, but actually going to have to cancel the orbital. Yeah. So here come the Ravagers, and the real hullabaloo of this attack. Again, there is an Overlord here providing vision, letting him bile this high ground. Needs to be careful that he does not let this bunker shell away his Ravagers too much. Oh, he's going to lose a Ravager. That's a dead Ravager.
That is. Oh. Wall goes down.
Ooh, and
And
like
the
you said,
bunker has no health, and the
yeah,
one tank almost done.
one tank almost done, but I mean, there's units out here. He might be able to dive on this tank. In fact, I'm guessing he will be able to. The tank gets up. I don't think it's going to siege up as all of these SCVs are going down. Yeah, Ren has done it. G is called. Ren gets us back to 1-1 here on.
All in with a lot of stalkers. And that's it.
There you go. Well, anyway, we'll see if either
Take
of
it
these
away, my friend.
guys all in with a lot of stalkers. But spawning in the bottom left-hand corner here on Oxide, it's the Ris3n competitive Protoss. Mog Skynet.
And spawning in the top right corner, representing Team Cryptic, it is the Red Protoss, Arcane. No, completely for real. I think all-inning with a lot of stalkers is just super viable. If like they make shield batteries and you can't break them, you just wait for 2 more rounds of stalkers to the point you can one-shot any of their units, other than an immortal, and just walk up and
So
start
what do you mean
one-shotting
by
stuff.
all in with a lot of stalkers? Are you talking about like a one base, like 3-gate,
Yeah,
or
100%. One
because
base, 3
like
gate, 1 gate's proxied.
like saying all in with stalkers is like being like, oh yeah, get a lot of Marines and kill them.
Oh my god,
like,
did Mog just roll in and do a? He
gas steal?
stole a gas.
Yes, he did. Is he going Nexus first? The absolute balls on this man. He did
No
this to
way,
me.
he's not doing it.
No, he is. I practiced a bunch of PvP with him before. He does this. He'll go Nexus first in PvP.
What?
Yeah, the
I
balls
mean,
on
I
the
agree.
lad. The balls on the lad.
It's a thing,
I mean,
and I guess
yeah.
stealing 1 gas is good.
Well,
He should
stealing
take
a
some
gas
gas.
is always good. If you can steal the gas, stealing the gas is almost always good.
He's doing it! My
Oh, they've
boy, he took
stolen
gas
each
too.
other's gas. Oh my goodness, madness. No, he canceled it. What? What?
Oh, no, he did, but Mog tried to leave with gas out of his extractor.
And he
That's
blocked
like
him. He's like,
the
no.
biggest. He blocked it and took it.
I think Arcane is gonna proxy him from here. Sure looks like he is.
I mean, he just full walled, so I.
Well, no, he got full
Like,
walled by Mog.
oh, is that Mog's? Oh my
Yeah,
god, they're both Protoss. I
I
can't tell
think
the
he
difference.
locked him into proxying him here.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you're going to
Think
be
you're
on
right.
1 gas, so like, And yeah, and he's
What
looking
is
around
this
for it. He
doing?
knows, right? Like, he knows he locked you into this, so he's going to be like, all right, I'm going to take a look for that. Ooh, big supply block here for Arcane as well. That's a big deal. That pylon is not even close to finishing. And again, if you want to punish this with those first 2 gateway units, I mean, you got to get them out fast, and that supply block is going to, especially considering they have to walk across the map, you know,
Yeah,
it's
but
going
he
to
also
afford
needs
him
to
the
kill
ability
the
to do that.
pylon in his wall too. So like, do you go across the map and commit hard all in? Which if you go across the map with your first 2 units, and he's got the pylon in the thing, he knows. Okay, you're gonna
Yeah.
commit to an all in because you're not taking an expansion because I stopped you from doing it.
Yeah, and like the gas is
Like,
the gas is still taken too here. That's another thing here. Arcane, I feel like is, and I don't blame him because like I said, Mog has done similar things to me before, and he kind of gets you reeling a little bit. I mean, just based on everything that's going on, this looks a bit like I think he's going to go back with this scouting probe and take the Nexus, but all of it's delayed. Like the Nexus is done for Mog. Like I think he just kind of outfoxed him a little in the opening. He had him outfoxed.
I don't think Arcane even has a place in this game now. Between getting the gas stolen and then being walled into your base, doing a proxy, late expansion, getting supply blocked. Did I already say that? Like your only answer is to get into your opponent's base.
I want to point this out here. That this is not like Arcane is just like dumb or a bad player or anything like that. Mog is playing a super weird build in PvP, and again, I know this and I know kind of how to react to it because I've played against it. But if you don't, right, this is not something you regularly see, and it can seriously throw you off. And Mog has leveraged that to his advantage. So don't get it twisted here. Like this is not like
Yeah.
like basic rookie mistakes here. This is just kind of a weird thing that happened. Looks like it's going to be a charge slot all in here from Arcane though. And I actually don't mind that as far as all-ins go, especially with how long his gas got denied.
I agree. I think he needs to, but I also really want to see a Robo with this so he can warp prison people up to the top because he's about to be attacking into a wall that's got stalkers and essentially
and
you've got to kill the wall.
And a potential super battery too. So
yeah, and back to what you were saying. No, it's not like rookie. I've never had someone come into my base, steal a gas, and then pile on me in. Like that's never happened.
Yeah, like it looks
I don't
dumb,
know
but
what I
you
would
you
do.
gotta understand the full context of the sheer madness that's going on here. Robo's gonna finish up. I
I
have
would.
to imagine he's gonna get a prism and just go here. Like I have to imagine that.
He has to. That's your only option at this point. I mean, it's not the only option. Like he expanded. He had his scouting die. Like that's good. He got a base. He can move forward with life. But with all these gateways that he's dropped, it's got to be a prism, and then you're just all in with charge lock. Put some in the main. Try to break the wall in the natural, and just keep going.
There's the Twilight coming up from Mog. Again, his tech is significantly delayed here. There's the scouting hallucination, which is actually going to see that probe. Might be able to sniff out that pylon a little bit. And again,
Did he
right,
see it? No, he didn't
like
see it.
it is hard to kill charge lots with stalkers, right? It is. But he's going to get in. He's going to see this. He's going to see one gas and all these gateways, and he should know what this is. And he should just sit behind his wall here, to be honest, and let his batteries in
He
the
should.
Sim City do the work for him. And if he does that, he
Um,
should be okay. If he gets caught out, though, this could get real dicey real quick here. Let's see how this goes. Mog is getting dived on, and actually he's not in a great position to start things off. Here we go. There's the super battery, though. Needs to get more
yeah,
warpins. And in fact, I would like to see zealots of his own to block that wall, and I would like to see more shield batteries here.
well, he does have one sentry. It's going to have enough for one more force field here in a moment.
7 more
I mean, I do
zealots.
like the response from Arcane. I'm not going to lie. He took my gas. You
Yeah.
blocked me in. I'm going to take my natural,
Yeah,
and I'm just going to make charge lock with
more
one
sentries
gas.
would be brilliant here. More sentries would be brilliant. He has no way of breaking force fields here, so just use that to your advantage. That's a pretty good force field here. Oh, is just enough room for him to get out. More force fields here, Mog. That's what you need, buddy. He's actually going DTs himself behind it. Once those get out, he's going to be in a great spot. But
Oh,
this
well,
charge lock count is so
look at the
huge.
warping in the main.
This
Warping in
could
the
get
main.
dicey. The Zealots are coming into the main. They're actually going to start killing that DT shrine. And now Mog's going to be forced to split his units. And this is such a tough split because Zealots fight so well on the open field against almost all of these units. We're going to have to see how this plays out. The battery is out of energy. He does not have another super battery. The army supply is in Arcane's favor. There's the next super battery. He needs to target down the battery itself. Oh, the probes are even getting pulled in the main. It looks like there's
Another
more
warp in the
Zealots.
main.
I think Arcane has done it. I don't know.
Let's see what happens. The battery is finally out of energy. In
Actually,
the main.
he clears out everything in the natural.
Worker count's almost even now, but there's a lot of charge loss being warped in the main. It's going to come down to how well he uses his advantage.
Oh, he can't get surrounded here by the Zealots. He can't get surrounded. If he does, he's going to be in a really dicey position here. Some Zealot warpins coming in here from him, but there's just so much meat on the bones of this army, and he just doesn't have the DPS to clear out the Zealots. As strange as this has gone, I think Arcane has just enough here to get himself over the line. And you got to say a brilliant strategic choice here from Arcane. GG is called. Arcane does it.
You're taking me from Cyberpunk.
In the top right-hand corner, the green-haired player playing to keep Ris3n alive here. It is Ris3n.
And at the bottom left corner, it is the player of the teal of the race Protoss. It is Cryptc Astra. Not to be confused with Estrella. It's close, but not.
Different guy.
Yeah, different Protoss guys. Different one.
All right.
So, what do you think we're gonna see here from Ris3n?
I don't know, Code.
I think I know. I'm not gonna say it.
I'm
no
losing.
spoilers
I'll be
allowed.
honest. I'll be honest. I'm losing it over here. I'm losing it.
If you need to go blackout and have a mini seizure real quick, you can just give me control of the camera and I'll guide us through this mess. We can do this.
Oh no, it's not that, dude. This has just been a meme. This has just been a meme of a match. But we're getting through it. It's been fun. We've had some good games. What do I have to complain about? Oh god.
Nothing.
In the chat,
ever,
hey,
actually.
you know what? I understand. It's been weird, boys. I get it. But I hope everybody's had a good time here tonight. Because it's been an experience.
Yeah.
But as you were saying, yeah, it's likely we can predict what we will in fact see here from Ris3n. We all know what he likes.
For chat.
We all know what he likes. I won't say it, but we all know what he likes.
He likes Reaper Expand. I know that for a fact, because look what's happening right now. It's a Reaper expand, boy. Of course, he got a full scout on the other side of the map. His SCV now comes back home. Probe runs away after doing a little bit of annoying stuff, forcing some lost mining time.
Yeah.
But, oh, you know what's coming next? The factory.
Oh, factory.
No.
I wonder what he's gonna do with that. There's the reactor on the barracks.
Dude, he's going Hellions, 100%.
100%, 105, 10%
Yeah,
going aliens here.
in my opinion, that's the only reason you would go gas racks in this matchup, is to literally have the timing of your reactor line up with your factories done.
Yeah.
So you can make Hellions. There's no other reason. If he does anything other than that, I'm gonna be
Disappointed.
But a
Stargate.
Stargate on the way
Ooh.
from Astra.
That's pretty cool.
Well,
I like Stargates.
Yeah, I mean it's a good opener. There's a lot of things you can do with it right now, and oh no, it doesn't get scouted.
No, he's gonna get it with the shade and bingo bango. There goes your Reaper Ango. Did not get a scout there, and that's a big deal. I mean, those Stargate plays, they can come back to haunt you if you don't see them coming.
They can, and I was wrong. It's actually going to be a Widow Mine drop. It looks like.
You lied to me, Code.
Oracle now on the way. I lied. I mean, personally, I think Hellions are great. Widow Mines are like a one-off thing. Like you get in their mineral line and you're like, haha, you weren't ready for it. Like you kill every worker. Hellions are like, you saw it, but I'm still gonna chase all of your workers forever.
Yeah, and here's the thing though with this Oracle, if he gets that mine up in that main mineral line, that's good, which it looks like he might be doing. But if it's not there to zone, then okay, actually that's really good. So wait, where's the second mine?
One natural.
Oh, it's going over there. Yeah,
one's already in the natural, dude.
So this is going to be on Astra's reactions here, because if he just runs in and he's not really keeping an eye out, he's just going to lose that Oracle, and that's going to be very bad. But if he can dodge it out, he might be able to find a way to get himself some damage here. Let's see. Here we go. It runs in. It's dead.
Dude, he's not going to dodge it. That's a dead Oracle.
That is good for my boy Ris3n. That is good for him.
Yep. And now he knows. There's a Stargate.
Yes, it is.
Phoenix is the follow-up after the one Oracle from Astra. And he's going to put those guys in position to deal with a drop. And guess what? The drop is going right over to the Phoenix.
Oh, well, I mean, as good as that pickoff with the mine was...
It doesn't have a boost either.
He's going to get away before he aggros. So smart. Oh.
Well done.
Okay, that was important there, because if that just died, I mean, that's a little bit of a kick in the John, you know?
Like, I would be happy as Protoss, like losing Oracle, but then killing a medevac with 3 Widow Mines, like that's
yeah. Whenever you get a shutdown on that aggression, you're feeling good. It allows you to play with a little bit of freedom. Typically, this is a phase in the game where the Protoss player is worried about things like this, and they play a little bit on edge because they're worried about Widow Mines, which can very quickly do a lot of damage. So the fact that he didn't get the shutdown there where he maybe should have if Ris3n wasn't on point there is very good here. And we're going to have to keep an eye both on the Phoenixes that are going to be sharking in and the Widow Mine drop. This could actually play against Astra here as he's watching the Phoenixes. Here comes the Widow Mine drop. Oh,
my
no.
goodness, the Widow Mine's burrow.
Oh, no.
Okay, not as many kills I would have liked.
Could have been worse. It's not great, but it could have been worse. In the meantime, these Phoenixes do get shoved back. 3 SCVs is the toll there, but...
Oh,
and actually he's gonna lose all these Widow Mines and the medevac. So, yeah, I mean, all in all, not the worst. You don't want to lose 9 workers, of course, but I mean, if you clear out
there's more factories.
Wait, really? No.
There's more factories. We're seeing mech. We're seeing mech, guys.
Guys,
it's happening.
I am so surprised. It's mech. Oh my god, who'd have thunk it?
It's like almost actually so good because you never expect to see it from Terran in this matchup. So like you make Colossus and then you're like, oh my god, there's like 10 tanks. It's not worth it. There's no Marines to kill. What?
Yeah, but like specifically, Ris3n likes to do this variant of mech that mixes in this Banshee play, and I have to think that this Phoenix style It's not going to be too bad there. He
Identified.
sharked in. Oh, definitely identified. And that's a big deal. We've seen in other games that Ricer has played against Protoss where they don't ID it for a long time, and that ends up costing them an awful lot. So the fact that he sees that, immediately we see a second Robo coming up. Got to be able to double pump those Immortals if he
He's
wants
still
to.
chronoing out his Colossus though. That's interesting. Phoenix
Ooh,
do pick off what
bleeds out 2
one
Phoenixes there.
SCV.
Yeah, he loses 2 Phoenixes for it though. I don't think that's
Not worth it.
the exact trade he was going for, but again, I think IDing this is the most important part of all of that. IDing it. Because if you're trying to play like you would against Bio and its mech, like you end up getting caught with your dick in your hands later in the game, and it's not a good feeling, and it's harder to transition, or just like a lot of things can go wrong. So did he bleed out a few Phoenixes? Yeah, maybe, but I mean the fact that they've got the vision for him, I think is honestly dwarfs that in importance here, just because that's going to allow him to play correctly here against an unconventional style.
Yeah, those Banshees, perfect timing. They stopped the probe that was going to build the fourth base, so now that's going to be even more delayed than what Protoss wanted. Now he's going to fly away.
The
But these
Phoenixes
Phoenix
can't
aren't going to be
detect
able to do
them.
anything.
Yeah.
And the fourth base still has not been sent off again. So fourth base super delayed now from the Protoss.
Yeah, and you really want to get those Expos up against mech. I mean, it's a slow-moving build-up composition, and one that allows you kind of the freedom to kind of take that fourth with impunity, because you know you're not going to get hit really fast against mech, right? Because if you do, you'll just smash them in the open field. But you do have to take advantage of that. Here we see the fourth base coming up now, but I'd really like to see a little bit more greed coming out from Astra here, you know?
Yeah, I mean he's still pushing out Colossus, and like Colossus are great against Marines, but like the, there's not a lot of Marines. It's going to be a tank-based army. You push into 6 tanks with a Colossus army, and you're like gonna literally just get slapped.
Yep. Yeah, hyperflight rotors now on the way. And this is something we've seen Ricer do a lot of in his PVTs, which is get the big mech ball and the Banshee squad, right? Big mech ball moves, forces the Protoss to be in a specific position, and that's when Banshee squad rolls in and kills like 20 workers. It's a tactic
Yep.
he goes for quite often, and I'd be shocked if we didn't see that once again. Ooh, actually going to run in
Oh,
and get most of the Phoenixes here. Keeps that Raven alive as well. Would like to see that get repaired up, but that's pretty good. I don't think the Phoenixes are like super critical at this point, but you know, a
um,
pickoff is a pickoff.
I mean, I disagree slightly in the fact that he's still going for this Colossus-based army, and the Phoenix could lift tanks, which could take them out of the fight, which are going to
Yeah,
destroy his range-based army against what like I don't know. I feel like what I'm seeing right now is counter to Astra, and Astra's just not reacting. Like he's still making a Stalker Colossus army.
yeah, and you know
Now
that
it has
that's
two
that's the
Immortals.
scary thing about a style like this is that not reacting is like in and of itself like passivity, especially not like super greedy passivity, is in and of itself bad, right? Because what's Ricer J doing behind this? He's just sitting on his half of the map, cool as a cucumber, getting up bases, getting all the upgrades he wants, getting a ton of production. We're
Yep.
entering the phase of the game that Ricer wants to be in. And Astra really needs to make sure that he's in his own best possible situation here to deal with this. And I mean, I'm looking at his army. He doesn't have a bad army, but I don't think that this army has the tools specifically that he wants necessarily.
It doesn't. Again, I'm looking at this like if it's TVT, right? Put in perspective. Or you made Protoss. Just kidding. Um, like if I have a lot of Marines and Marauders, it's not viable to just push into a lot of tanks. And like that's basically what he has here. He has a
Yeah,
range-based army that needs to. By the time they get in range to fire their first shot, they've already taken 2 volleys from the multiple tanks, and then now they're just
yeah.
weaker. And it's like, do I stay or do I go? And the answer is neither. You
Should I
shouldn't even make
stay
this
or
army.
should I go? I'm done. But yeah, I mean that's a good
That's what I
point.
was
You know,
thinking of. For a second, I'll get back.
these colossi excel at melting light units. And light units are not really a huge portion of the army. There are a few kind of residual Marines from the early game, but you know the bulk of what makes this army scary here for our Terran player is not light units. It is, you know, the tanks, the Raven, some of the Cyclones. Astra here is posturing to get aggressive here, and I mean the tank spread isn't crazy at this base right now. He might have a window of opportunity here for himself, especially with these Archons, which I'll tell you what can eat a tank shot or two. Let's see how this goes here. Ris3n's going to have to kite back here. I think that this base is going to have to be forfeit. This is just a lot of Protoss, and Ris3j's army is just not really in position to get the damage done. But as I said, here comes Banshee Squad. The Protoss gets aggressive. Banshee Squad comes in. It's going to shut down this 5th base. It looks like Astra wants to push the issue, though, but now there's Thors. That's a risky blink here. This could get dicey here on both sides. We're going to have to see where these Banshees get off to. Things are getting crazy up in here. A few disables are going down. These Thors are starting to get picked off as well. The Banshees are going in through here. They're picking off units everywhere, but there's no detection here. He's going to start killing workers. Oh my goodness. This is absolute madness as Astra's diving into the natural, but he's lost 14 workers behind this. The Banshees are coming back home to try and clear this out. There's some tanks up on the high ground. Again, madness ensuing. These Thors are actually firing at the Colossi, it looks like, but it's going to be Stalker Warpins. There's no detection here. Banshees. Oh, there is detection here. Okay, I take it back. I think Astra has done it. I think he's done it. With detection here, Banshee Squad is not going to be able to shut this down. As, oh, Astra picking his angle correctly, finding the right place to strike. I think he has, in fact, gotten it done. He's on the production. That's what you need to do against mech. The Blink Stalkers are here. More Zealots getting warped in. At this point, there's really no opportunity for Ris3n to get more units out. GG is called as Astra takes the victory.
I AFK'd at the wrong point. I was talking all this up, and then I come back and
you AFK'd right before it got crazy. Yeah.
Damn.
So it turns out we have to play the last match no matter what, apparently, in this format. But yeah, screw that. We're just gonna enjoy. We're gonna enjoy it, Coda. That's what we're gonna do.
Hey, Revolt, how you doing today?
I'm doing good enough.
It's been a few days, man. Long time no see.
Yeah, I know, right? Like we haven't even talked in like at least 10 minutes. But anyway, let's get freaking right on into things. In the bottom right-hand corner, representing Ris3n, it is a fish.
Hey, this body in the top left corner, representing Team Cryptc. It is the blue Protoss. I'm glad I'm not playing him. It's Lasercat.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm glad you're not playing him either.
I see Protoss, and then everything just goes red, and like that's it. So thank God's Fish for coming in and saving the day.
Fish, being a hero, not the hero that we deserve, but the one that we need.
Yes.
Or something like that.
The one I need. 100%, without a doubt.
But I'll be honest, I'm really excited to see this. I'm always excited to watch Fish play. There's a little bit of an MMR gap here. Lasercat is sitting, I think, at around like 48, 49. Fish sitting at about 52. And I mean, honestly, what can you say about a guy like Fish? I mean, all you got to do is watch his games to see his quality. He's a younger guy, and just like I mean, you watch him, and mechanically, the dude is he's just there, you know?
He's very good.
He's very good.
I love watching him play. I think mechanically he's incredible. And his decision making, his run bys, like that's the killer when I play against him. See, anytime I ever try to attack him, he always has a run by. And if I don't defend it, I'm just gonna die. So I'm excited to see what he does against the Protoss.
I am as well. Wait, I am live, right? Yeah.
Did you hear that? That was an effort to be nicer. I called him a Brotoss instead of a Protoss.
Yo, fun fact, Brotoss is actually the name of my older brother's StarCraft account that actually featured on a Day 9 Fun Day Monday.
Wow. Your bro's a bro.
Yeah. He got made fun of by Day 9.
Cool.
We meme about it a lot in our family. It's pretty cool. Me and my cousins get a good laugh. I can link you the I can link. I mean, it's a old Day 9 Fun Day Monday, probably a lot. I can link you if you want.
No, that's incredible. I'd love you too, but every single time it's his birthday, you need to make sure you play that for him to remind him that he got picked on by Day 9. And
oh, it's pretty funny. We do. We have a good laugh about it. Yeah.
He's like, this Protoss actually Brotoss didn't do anything intelligent.
He actually makes fun of him based on the name. He's like, Brotos. I'm a bro. It's really funny. It's really funny. It's vintage Day 9 content, and it's making fun of my older brother. Like, it's great. And my older brother ends up losing that game because a Protoss knurls one of his probes, makes DTs, and then kills him. Like, it's just premier content. Like, it's great. Like, it's great. Like I said, I'll have to link you the video. I'll have to link you the video. I shit you not. It's my older brother playing.
I think I've actually seen this one before.
Yeah, it's the
I didn't know
it was
a
like
bro,
it was the
but I think I
knurl. It
have.
was the like knurl your opponent and kill them with their own units. Fun Day Monday from like 2010.
Yeah.
I was in fucking high school at
I've
the
definitely
time,
seen that.
but yeah, it's really funny. And my older brother was on it,
amazing.
and he got killed by DTs
we-
because he got his probe knurled.
What a bro. Let's talk about this game real quick though. What's going on here right now, right? LaserCat opened Void Ray after going a Gateway Expand and doing a Gateway Scout, and now he's got Twilight on the way. 2 additional gateways. Third base also just got dropped with the Void Ray out there to defend it. Make sure it goes up. On
It's
the right
it's a
side of
gl
the
yeah,
map.
there it is. I was waiting for it. It's a Glidep play.
Yeah.
With a fast
he
third,
did Glade-
and I
okay.
like that. I like that. You know, Glideps are infamous for keeping your opponent on their half of the map. You typically need Lings and Roaches to properly defend it and kind of keep yourself safe there, just because
You know
they're
what-
shading
you know-
all around.
Do you know what Lings and Roaches aren't good against?
Oh, what is that?
Tell me.
What are
Void Rays.
Lings and... Yep, they are not. They are not, in fact, good against those units.
Just had to throw that out there in case anyone was wondering. Layer is almost done though, so we're going to see, the additional, whatever tech comes out of that. No fourth base yet. I don't think Fish has scouted the fact that Protoss has put down their third. Interesting that he hasn't identified that yet, but mechanically and macroeconomically, Fish is an excellent player, so I am not actually concerned at all.
Oh, he's gonna not let it die. Yeah, he doesn't. He transfuses the Overlord, Coda. He transfused the Overlord.
Transfuse it turned into
The
an
lad.
overseer.
The lad. I just love watching Fish,
but-
dude.
I mean, let's be honest though, on the way across the map is a lot of adepts.
Yeah, this is actually a really cool push here from LaserCat.
And-
All of the me being impressed by Fish aside, this is a really cool push, and there's some real potential
It
for
is.
some serious damage here. And now this Void Ray wanders a little bit too far forward. It will take some hull damage, but here come the Adepts.
Now he knows.
I mean, now he knows,
And
but...
he just made a round of drones too.
Yeah, but it's a little late here. He's got Lynx and Ravagers. There's no Roach Warren here. This could be absolutely devastating here for him.
No, but they all do go into the main though. The drones are gonna get pulled to the
Yeah,
left.
but what,
The queens
what,
are gonna rotate back.
what do you kill this with? Queens? You're
Queens?
building Lings and
So,
Hydras.
like,
These
these
are all light units.
Yeah, the Hydras are gonna be great against this. These adepts need to train out against drones. That's the goal. If they're not
Yeah, I
training
mean,
out
I'll
against
be
drones,
honest,
they're not doing
with
their
how
job.
the Hydras pop, I don't think they're going to deal too terribly well here. They're going to get into the natural and start getting some serious drone damage done. Drones are falling in mass. There's Adepts in the third and Adepts in the natural. 9 drones have gone down so far and counting. The Queens have been impeccably placed as to kind of mitigate this, but I'll be honest, like, I really don't feel like Fish had the tools that he probably would have wanted to do with this. He's made the best of a bad situation, but still 9 drones are going to get bled out here.
I agree. It definitely, it's not good, but it could have been a lot worse. The resources lost is close. Fish is behind in workers though. That can't be understated
70
or
workers
overstated.
for LaserCat. Holy macaroni.
He pumped them out, but considering Fish was not at all prepared, that went a lot better than it could have. That could have gone really bad.
Yeah, I mean, he's still got a
Fish now
fourth.
sees the third. He got a fourth, and his drone loss was only what, 7, 8 drones?
9.
9. It could have been so much worse. That could have been game-ending damage for a Zerg that wasn't.
I'll be
prepared.
honest.
Fish
I
is
thought
really
it. I
good.
thought it probably was going to be. Again, I think he made the best out of a bad situation there, and managed to largely damage mitigate and kind of allow himself the opportunity to get to this next stage. But I think this next stage is going to be rather difficult for him with a fast Protoss fourth base that he doesn't really have a way to contest here. I don't think. I mean, look at the Protoss army. He can't really go kill a fourth base with this, right? Like,
he really can't. Storm is on the way. It's almost done, or not almost done. It's halfway done, and Fish is moving out now to take out this third base. He is pushing with Queens as well. Queen, Bane, Hydra, Ling.
Ooh, the
He is
fish
really
maneuver.
putting in the D tier.
Send the lads, but these Gladeps, again, Gladeps are great against Zerglings and they're great against Hydras, especially when they've got the numbers
But are
advantage.
they
Here
good
come the
against
Banelings!
You tell me.
Oh, Banelings get some massive
the Banes
connections
connect.
here. Some massive connections here. And this does kind of leave
Revolt are not good
Lasercat.
against
No,
Banes.
they're not. They're not good against Banelings. And actually, now that the Queens have joined the party and the classic fish transfuses, this fourth base is dead. Excellent control here by our Zerg player, and he is poised to take this fourth and get himself back in a solid position here in this game.
That's what I mean, though. Mechanically, he's good. He said, hey, this is bad. He got a full scout on the main with an Overseer and said, I need to do this
Oh,
now.
he has to
We're
dip.
going with
Yeah,
units
he
and
is.
we're
He is. He
Queen."
is. He is dipping, but he does need to dip. Now Storm is done. There are Archons. Additional Warpins can come in. He did what he needed to do there in denying that that base. Now there's Adepts coming in. They're going to try and get some counter damage done. But Fish has essentially kind of mitigated the damage that was done to him. It looks like he's going to clear out these Adepts before they can get anything done. And the bottom fourth base is going to get taken. Here comes a
Baneling run by third base.
Bump 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 bump
Oh my
bump
God, they're
bump
gonna
bump
get in there.
bump 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 ba-da-da. 14 probes go down to the Banelings. And you know the Protoss is building himself. He's building himself a good army, but you know with that fourth base not up, taking some probe damage here himself. Like I said, Fish has from an awkward spot kind of reestablished himself.
I don't know how I feel about this Protoss army though. Like, yeah, it's scary, but like, it's Zealot, High Templar, Archon. He doesn't even have
there's not a lot of meat on the
anything
bones,
producing out
right?
of his
Yeah,
robo.
there's just like not a lot of meat
There's
on the
not.
bones. Typically, like Colossi,
This is an army that's gonna get
Immortals.
slapped by Banes.
Yeah, like those are like the things that hold the army together. But without those there, like you said, Banelings just.
He's gonna need to have like the best storms you've ever seen in your life, in order to keep this army alive.
All right, he's taking that bottom
like,
base. It looks like the cannons and the batteries should be able to hold on to that. So he's going to crash in on the other side. Not the real base, fake base. But he knows. He knows about that base. That shield battery energy is now depleted. So looks like Hive and Spire are going to be the choice here for Fish. 12 more Banelings coming up as well. He wants to get in on those Templar. But again, they've banked up a ton of energy. There's a lot of Storm here. He cannot afford to be cavalier in how he engages.
Nope. And he's gonna do a little bit of stutter step, do a little bit of splitting, and just bounce the fuck right out.
Hey Coda. Dun 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 dun. Jaws music. Oh, he sees it coming. There's the warp-ins. He's gonna blow up. It looks like just the warp-in, and I think that's good enough there. At the other side, though, an engagement coming in. The storms are approaching. Fish needs to be very careful. He does force that base to not get up, but lurkers.
He does force the cancel.
Wait, did he get his lair picked off? Wait, no, he's just building a second lair.
I guess that's a thing you do sometimes.
That might be a misclick.
It's a
that might be a
point, right?
Yeah.
No, nothing Fish does is a misclick.
No.
This is a chat group.
Yeah, and now Lasercat is venturing onto creep. I gotta say, I feel like this is a little dangerous here. If these Banelings connect with the High Templar, this army is in really rough shape here.
And he's pushing on the left side again.
Ooh, Zealot counterattack though. Zealot counterattack though.
Oh yeah, okay, that's good. That does the thing. It killed a queen. Now it's gonna attack Zerglings. He's pushing on the top right now with his honestly small army. It looks really fragile and frail. It's gonna come down to the storm usage.
Seismic Spines, Greater Spire, all on the way. It looks like Cryptc's Lasercat is going for the throat here. Will he be able to get this done? Again, those Templar are being so careful, storming, just trying to keep those Banelings away. Banelings are going for that. They're just really hitting Archons. But now that Archon count is very low and the Lurkers are here, I don't think he can break this, my dude.
They did.
Link counterattack on the other side of the map.
Forcing Warpins. And now these Lings are gonna run away. Try to do some other stuff.
Oh, he's going to pick off two Archons. Picks off two Archons for free. Yeah. Meanwhile, the rotation towards this base, but again, with the Lurkers in position and some Spine Crawlers, that's going to be dicey there to try and get anything done. Is going to get forced back for now.
That back. Very well played. And like I've been saying consistently about Fish's play, he's very good at his backstabs. Every time LaserCat has been trying to push in, Fish, for the most part, has been trying to do something on the other side map, whether it be attack this pylon, which now he's going to get this time, or attacking one of the other bases. Misdirection, splitting your opponent's attention is just something he does best, in my opinion.
Yeah, it really is. He's all over the place now. Keep in mind, DTs are now mixed in here for LaserCat on that defense, and potentially aggressively as well. Now, the lurker upgrades have come in, and they do make a big difference. Again, the range, the speed burrow. Fish is going to back out, not wanting to commit to this counter, but that counter is one of 2 attacks coming in. He's going to get a kill on that Nexus. He's going to move in to try and fight this army. Oh, but has to be so careful. Those Templar are taking some hull damage as the lurkers get some good shots off.
That they did. One more volley, and I think that could have been really catastrophic for LaserCat. Both players are approaching max, though. Similar army supply, similar worker count. So we're going to have to see how these next fights really go. Upgrades.
Ooh, big counter with like 18 DTs is going to end in Banelings, it looks like.
It does look like that is going to be the case, potentially. Overseers are there present. Pushing again on the top right, but there are Hydra Lurker Army top right, Ling, Bane bottom left, and LaserCat's not really finding much opportunity on that.
Oh, and he's diving into Lurkers. Needs to be very careful about that engagement. And again, we're entering the phase in the game, right? At some point, you cease to be able to fight Lurkers with a non-carrier army. Lurkers will eventually outscale anything that you have on the ground. In fact, this could be a tremendous engagement. Actually, might get 2 picks on the Lurkers right off the bat, but there's stuff going on everywhere, and these High Templar are kind of alone here. They're trying to get the storms off that they can, and you know, they're not bad, but all of this is going to get cleaned up, it looks like.
I mean, they are great storms, but yeah, it is going to get cleaned up. He did get some good picks on Lurkers. He killed a lot of Hydras for, you know, the small army supply he did have up there. But, you know, a better trade for Fish, and Fish has a better bank and better economy, honestly, at this point, I would say.
Yeah, and the upgrades, man. He's about to have what?
That too.
3 on his attack upgrades? Oof.
Yeah, that he is. And also, did you see, did he get plus air?
Yep.
He has the Greater Spire. Wow, okay. We are going to see a transition to Broodlord, potentially.
7
I mean,
more Lurkers coming in.
It's not like you can do Devour.
But so far, again, this is still a ground army Protoss, and again, as I say, like, you can fight the Protoss on the ground for a while, but eventually that lurker count gets out of control, and there's nothing you're going to make on the ground. There's nothing you're going to make on the ground that will deal with the army that Fish can build here.
Strong agree, and Fish is just biding his time, right? Like, he's got the better tech, he has the better army, and he's just going to continue to rotate around, defend, and push his opponent out of the game whenever he gets the Broodlord tech, because that's what's next.
Yeah, still trying to drop storms here is LaserCat, but at this point, with all those Templar going down, he's down to 1 or 2 storms left. He does not have that, like, 44 Banelings. 44 Banelings. Oh, gosh, yes, they are. They're going to get into an absolutely devilish position. Yeah, I think it is. That's going to lock down the mining there, so forcing LaserCat into some sort of response here. Mainly stopping mining, and stopping mining there while he shuts down this base is going to put him on 3 bases. Needs to be careful with the Banelings here. Gets a good spread here, dodging the storms as he can. If he can lock this base down, he blows it up, and he's going to back off. And again, with the Lurkers...
There's nothing here to stop the base in the bottom left, too. That base is going to go down.
I think it is, yeah.
Unless the super battery saves it now.
Yeah, he needs to get on that right away. He might get on this in time. He might get on it in time. Yep, it looks like he will.
He might. They're not focusing the Nexus.
Yeah, he will get on that and save the base.
In the natural of Fish. Which is going to take out his Hydra Den, too. Actually.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not a bad pick at all. Not a bad pick. And you got to say, LaserCat playing one hell of a PvZ right now, trying to hang on, but there's so many Lurkers here. Oh, my goodness. The Observers are lagging behind a little bit. He can't detect. And if you can't detect, you cannot fight into Lurkers.
I don't think he has any Observers right there. Where are his Observers?
He's got one. He's got one right above his army.
Does he? Am I blind?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay, just kidding.
But still, he took some wicked shots there from the Lurkers.
That he did, and now he's just going to get pushed out of this base here in a moment. Lots of Lurkers rolling in, lots of Banes.
Yeah, this is brutality. Fish crushing through Lings, Banes. GG, well played. What a final match we had. for ourselves there. That was